What's the matter?
What the hell has happened? Where am I?
The bathroom?
Yeah, but whose bathroom? Who lives here? Oh, look at me! I'm old! Who are you?
Mum, are you all right?
Mum? These aren't my things.
That's what you wear, Mum.
I am not your mum. I went to the rave. Came back. I woke up here.
Well, this is where you live, Mum. We moved here 3 years ago.
I have never been here before, okay? What has happened to me? My skin, I look like I'm 50.
You're 39.
I am 18! It's April 1990.
It's 2011. March 2011. Hey.
Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting you.
Yeah, trial finished early. Where's Dev?
He's gone out. He didn't say where. How did it go?
Okay, I think.
Knew you'd be brilliant.
Well, just glad it's over. Listen, you fancy going to the movies or something tonight? It's a shame to waste a day off.
I don't know.
Maybe lunch?
Actually, I'm glad that you've come home early because there's something I need to talk to you about.
Everything okay?
I live on the south side of Manchester.
How do you cope with all these stations?
You really think you're in the future?
Yeah.
You're just confused. You probably banged your head or something.
Maybe it is a bad reaction from something I took last night.
You didn't even leave the house last night. You watched a repeat of QI and went to bed early. Why don't you phone one of your mates?
Huh?
This is your mobile. Phone. There you go, Mum. That's your address book.
Who are these people? And will you stop calling me Mum?
Don't start all that again.
Okay. If I was your mum, I mean, if I had actually given birth to you, there should be some sort of emotional reaction, right? I mean, there should be something. Nothing.
I don't want to grass anyone up, and I don't want to make things worse.
Sorry.
I feel bad for snooping around. I wasn't really snooping, it was more like accidental overhearing.
Just tell me.
Okay. The other day I heard Dav on the phone. He was mouthing off to his mate about what a pushover you are. He said that you're a good source of free cash and free rent, and that's about it.
It's probably just a bit of banter.
He said he was going to get more money out of you, and he was going to go on holiday, him and his mate, to the Costa del Sol.
No, that can't be right.
He's taking you for a ride, Jimmy. He reckons he can get a couple of grand out of you.
Look, he asks for a handout every now and again, but he's not going to ask for a couple of grand.
That is what he said.
You're reading too much into it. You're just trying to get rid of Dav.
That's not fair.
Oh, come on, let's be honest. You never liked him from the start. You never given the guy a chance.
I hope the doctor doesn't give me a hard time. I may have taken a cheeky half last night.
Mum,
I don't do acid.
they're used to dealing with students here. They're not going to be judgmental.
Can I help you?
Hannah Hampson, she needs to see a doctor. It's an emergency.
An emergency? I will tell Dr. Cassidy straight away. You are lucky we are not busy this morning. Please, take a seat.
Look at this. If this is some projection from my subconscious, it's very real. Would you come this way, please?
How can I help?
It's my mum. Ever since she woke up, she's been acting weird.
Weird?
She doesn't seem to remember anything. It's like she's forgotten who she is.
Look, I know who I am.
Go on.
I'm Hannah Hampson. I'm a student here. But something has happened.
What do you mean?
Last night... Ugh, why can't I remember?
Has anyone else noticed a change in her recently?
I don't think so.
At home, there's just you and your mum?
Honestly, she was fine yesterday.
Okay. Hannah, I'd like to run through some tests, if that's all right. If you'd like to sit down. Some of these questions might seem a bit obvious, but it would really help if you could just answer them honestly and quickly. Hannah, do you know where you are?
You do believe me, don't you?
Well, I believe you heard something. I just think you heard Dav on the phone with one of his mates and you jumped to the wrong conclusion.
You really think that I've got it in for Dav, don't you? Honestly, I haven't. I actually feel sorry for him. Here. Doesn't change the fact that he's using you.
How did he take it?
I haven't told him yet.
How long have you had the test results?
A few
A
days.
few days.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about it first, but you weren't here.
I can't believe you do that out of spite.
Well, there's no sign of any physical trauma,
Good.
but you seem to be suffering from some form of amnesia. Your subconscious has closed off a lot of episodic memories, which is why you still think it's 1990. But the semantic part of your mind, the logical, tactical part, is still intact.
Well, what does that mean?
It means that although Hannah has no memory of things like giving birth, she can communicate, drive a car, cook a meal.
What brought it on?
I don't know, a stressful event.
I'm not
perhaps?
stressed.
Mum, listen to her. She's trying to help.
At the moment, you must feel very alone. And there's a chance when your memory returns, you might feel even more anxious. But you must remember, our top priority is to get you better. It's 2011 and Tim is your son.
It is 1990, okay? I've just come back from an anti-Thatcher march with Mitch and George. My best mate is Jill. She just bought that new 12-inch by Primal Scream. Have you heard it?
It's 2011 and Margaret Thatcher's no longer Prime Minister.
What's happened to me?
You think bells and smells will help Mum get her memory back?
Have you ever noticed how certain smells can instantly take you back to your childhood? It's because the olfactory bulb is part of the brain's limbic system associated with memory. And we lay down most of our olfactory information when we're young. Close your eyes. Concentrate on your breathing. Nice and slow. What else do you remember?
An old warehouse. I'd gone there with some friends, but we got split up, but it didn't matter because everyone was having a really lovely time, just enjoying themselves. But then Marcus turned up.
Hiya! You want a drink?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, go on.
I just had one.
We pop out the back.
I'm enjoying it here.
I'm not giving up that easily.
An email.
Seeing you yesterday was both a shock and a surprise. I suppose we're different people now, but I often think of what happened.
Who's it from?
Marcus.
From your night out.
Mum,
Someone was attacked.
who was attacked?
Let her go. Chasing after her will only make her more anxious.
Jimmy?
No, it's me. But I can say honey, I'm home if you like. Jim not back yet?
No, his trial finished early. He's popped out.
We got the place to ourselves. Fancy a bit of rumpy-pumpy before he gets back? I mean, you're not really my type. We can always turn the lights off.
Get away from me.
Everything okay?
Jim boy, good to have you back.
Sarah been looking after you?
Of course she has. I better go and check on the living room. Had some mates over last night.
How long has it been like this? Do you live here? It's okay, I was here last night.
There you go.
Thanks.
You need some fresh air. I've got some pills you might be interested in.
I've looked everywhere. Tried phoning her, but she won't pick up.
So your dad's not around anymore?
Never knew him. I don't really want to. Look at this one from yesterday. An invitation to an informal drinks gathering to greet a new lecturer. Looks like this Marcus Summers is a former Leatherbridge student.
Summers.
He's got something to do with this. There's another one. Sent 10 minutes ago.
Why the long face, mate? I need to talk to you about something.
Ah, bad news.
We had your test results back.
Go on then.
Well, you got hepatitis A. It's not as dangerous as some of the other forms, but you have to lay off the booze for a while.
So those Goa doctors were right.
Look, Cherry had the results for a few days, so you should have been told sooner. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. These things happen. I'm just glad to have the both of you around.
What are you playing at?
No!
Mum? What's the matter?
I thought if I saw Marcus again, I might remember something.
Well, surely that's a good thing.
Tim?
So listen, I hear you think I'm a bit of a soft touch.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Something Cherry said she just overheard you on the phone.
Yeah, you know I was on the phone too though, eh? Barry.
Yeah, I thought so.
I was going to ask him if he wanted to come here as well, actually.
yeah.
Between you and me, mate, I think Cherry's a bit jealous.
Jealous?
I've seen it before, Jim. Woman moves in with her bloke. Tries to get rid of all her boyfriend's old mates.
You think?
Cherry's nice enough. But let's face it, she might not be around in a few years.
I suppose.
Hannah?
I keep ending up here. It's like it's the only place I know.
It's one of the last things you remember. You said there was an assault. Can you remember what happened? But you're sure Marcus Summers was here?
I keep getting flashes of something, but... Do you think he attacked me?
Well, let's concentrate on what we know. Can you remember where all this took place?
In the alley round the back.
Will you come with me?
I don't want to go.
It might help. You may remember what happened.
I don't want to remember. If I was attacked...
We don't know that.
But Marcus was there.
You shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Why are you sticking up for him?
I'm not.
What are you keeping from me?
I'm sorry, I can't say.
It would help if you knocked. Good manners are what separate it. What's going on?
Your secretary thought I was one of your students. Couldn't wait to tell me about your open door policy. I know what you did to her.
Who are you and what are you talking about?
Hannah Hampson, April 1990.
Who are you?
Hannah's my mum.
Well, then you need to talk to her about what happened.
What you did back then was bad enough. But now you're back in Leatherbridge. Last chance to tell the truth about what you did.
Remember that time that bouncer kicked you in the testimonials and me and Barry had to carry you home?
Yeah, I thought I was never going to walk again.
Oh, I always wondered if that's what give you that fine singing voice.
Trying to go back.
Nah, I thought we might go somewhere warm. Costa del Sol, perhaps.
Yeah. I'm going to pay for that.
Someone will turn up. Actually, Jim, you might be able to help me out there.
Tell me about Marcus.
Well, we were in the same tutorial group together. We just went out for a couple of weeks. It was nothing serious. But,
What happened?
well, I dumped him. And then I can't remember.
Don't worry. So you came out here and...
Yeah, I could tell Marcus was angry. He said he still fancied me.
You asked me to come
I'm
tonight.
sorry.
I thought that you wanted me...
Wait!
But it's okay, we're just talking. We're just talking!
Wait!
No! Stop it! I should have stopped him.
It's okay. It's okay. We need to find Marcus.
No!
Why not?
No, because it's all my fault.
But it's not just about you anymore. Tim went after Marcus.
What?
Tim thinks Marcus is responsible for what happened.
It's just a cheap package holiday.
Yeah, but what are the chances I'm going to get the money back?
I'll pay you back in the autumn. I got an inheritance coming in.
From someone who hasn't died yet.
Or I can make a medical claim now that we know what's wrong with me.
Look, I'm not being funny, mate, but when have I ever had any of the handouts back?
This is different. I'm hardly going to rip you off now, am I? We go back too far for that.
So how much are we talking?
2
grand.
That's not a cheap holiday, Dav.
See, this is what I'm talking about. She's trying to run your life for you. What you need to understand, Cherry, is that we're mates. Always have been, always will be. Isn't that right, Jim?
Yeah, nah, I don't think so.
What?
2 grand's a lot of money, Dav.
Not to you.
Now you're trying to make a fool out of me, it's like you said on the phone.
You can't listen to her. She's always had it in for me.
Cherry wouldn't hurt anyone and she wouldn't make something up, whatever she thinks about you.
And what about the test results? You said yourself she was hanging on to them for days.
She gave me the results. I didn't have to ask for them. Look, if Cherry's got a fault, it's that she's too trusting.
When your dad did all that stuff, who was there for you, mate? Who kept an eye on you? Truth is, Jim, you need me as much as I need you. Remember when you introduced me to Amanda? What did you say? You said that I saved your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's more important than that?
Look, Dav, I'm grateful to you. I always will be, but come on, man, enough's enough.
Come on, man.
Nah, no more.
This is you little tease, poisoning everything.
Oi, I said enough.
Maybe I should leave you two.
No, you stay. You, go.
Jim.
Dav, I used to look up to you, mate. Travelling the world, being free. You're not 19 anymore, Dav. You're 36. You got no job, you got no responsibilities. You're still sponging off your mother.
And your friends.
Look, all that stuff. It's in the past. It's memory. It's not enough.
Why don't you just tell the truth?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Tim, leave him alone.
I just want him to admit it.
Are you all right?
Dr. Cassidy, I'm fine.
You know him.
I know he didn't attack anyone.
He did.
He didn't do anything.
You got pregnant in 1990. He raped you, Mum.
No, I wasn't the one who was attacked. He was. I'd split up for Marcus a few weeks earlier, but he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Your friend Rich, he was always a bit overprotective.
I thought he'd just chase you away.
Instead, he put me in hospital.
I thought that...
I'm sorry.
He thought he was trying to protect you.
There's more to it than that. Something's pushed him over the edge.
What do you mean?
Maybe he thinks you might be his dad.
I'm out there. Won't trouble you anymore. I hope you and your bimbo are very happy together. And you know what? I wouldn't touch your girlfriend in a million years. I prefer real women, not little bubblegum girls.
Information on Hep A.
Like you give a monkeys what happens to me.
You remember what happened afterwards?
I think I just walked the streets. I just couldn't believe what I'd done. I did try to phone you.
No, I know.
I even came to the hospital, but they wouldn't let me see you. And after that, I couldn't concentrate on anything. It was almost a relief when I found out I was pregnant.
A relief.
It gave me a reason to leave uni.
Who was the father?
Rich. But I didn't tell Tim anything about it. That whole period of my life, I completely pretended it hadn't happened.
You weren't the only one. When I came back to Leatherbridge, I started to have panic attacks. But that's why I went to see Dr. Cassidy.
How is he?
He's a bit confused, but other than that...
I'm so sorry. I just ruined your life.
No, that's what I wanted to tell you earlier. After seeing Dr. Cassidy the other day, I did a lot of thinking, and, you know, I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for what happened back then.
How can you say that?
I was losing my way, Hannah. I was getting sidetracked. Being in hospital really helped me get my head sorted.
I should go talk to Tim.
What was that phrase you used? Confront the demons of past events in order to move forward.
I didn't know any of this had happened.
You were right, though. See you around, Dr. Cassidy.
sorry I doubted you.
I really thought that I was losing you.
I still to be sure we've been friends for such a long time.
I didn't want it to end like that.
Oh, you know, I almost wish you hadn't heard Dav on the phone.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. He was using you and you were wallowing in nostalgia. You deserve better than that.
These babies help you concentrate for hours without getting tired.
Sound too good to be true?
They're like steroids for the brain. There's serious money to be made from these.
It's your first shift with the out-of-hours service tonight, isn't it? Well, expect a load of hysterical chaps too stupid to find A&E.
I'm Mitch Dawson. Sorry I'm late. I'll be your driver for tonight.
Okay.
Maybe your luck's changing.